Hey guys, welcome to a brand new Crowbird on the channel, which we're going to be taking over AC Milan. The team that currently is in 4th place, 21 points off league leaders Napoli, which is absolutely insane that they're 21 points off them, despite winning the Scudetto last season. Obviously, AC Milan won the title, as I mentioned, and today we're going to be taking over AC Milan, look to return them to the top of Italian football, take them to the top of European football once again, and make them the great team they once were. Let's get into this this Chrome mode. So I just recorded rebuild, that's why I said the word rebuild. Let's get into this Chrome mode. But before we do, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications, don't miss any of this series. And let me know in the comments below players that should sign, because I'm going to be taking on board your guys' suggestions of signings in this series, as I do with all my overs. Let's get into this one, check out the team, and make our decisions on what we want to change. Okay, so as you can see, this is the Milan default formation, which is a 3-3-1-3, which we're going to try, because I'm intrigued to see how this works in game, because I've never seen a formation. Well, I've played a formation similar to this before. I feel like this actually might be a decent formation for us to use. I'm going to test it out. But we are going to use a 4-3-3 if that backfires, and we have to change formation. A 4-3-3 is what we're going to switch to. And we have got a second team setup, which is going to have a 4-1-4, 4-1-1-4, sorry. To get a bunch of players into the team. Messing out, there's going to be a Cam, Origi, and Ibra up front. As you can see, Charles Ketelaere is not starting any of these teams, but he's going to be the player coming to the bench for the striking position when we need to. And he's also going to be replacing for Giroud. Giroud doesn't really work out as a first team striker due to his lack of pace, and Ketelaere is going to be the player we are going to bring on. But yeah, let's get into the season. One player that I'm going to bring in on a permanent deal is Brahim Diaz. He's just the perfect cam for us. 20 years old now, 5'7". He's become a very massive player for AC Milan. Obviously, left Man City, went to Real Madrid. I was actually very upset when he left Man City, so I really like him as a player, which is why we are going to sign him in this current mode. Obviously, at Real Madrid, things didn't work out for him, and then he got loaned out to AC Milan on a 2-year deal, and obviously this is his final year of a loan, and it's been absolutely incredible for AC Milan. And as you can see, the Ketelaere's there. One player that we are possibly also going to sign in a permanent deal is Serginho Dest, was in the second team, is going to be our first team left back. We are going to sell Ballo-Touré because he's 72 rated and 25 years of age, not really much point in keeping him. And Austin Franks as well, we're going to give him a chance to see how good he is. And yeah, let's get into the season, make a couple of signings that we need to make. Obviously, let me know in the comments below who I should bring in as well. Maybe the first team right wing, so Messias, and keep Salamakers as a backup. So I do that, Salamakers as a player. And yeah, let's get into the season and see how we can see how well we can start the season off. Okay, so one deal we are going to make before I actually play any games is David Neres is going to come in. We're going to offer Messias Jr. As part of the deal. He's 31, I believe, now, and obviously we'll start going down in overall eventually. And he's only 78 rated, and Salamakers is 78 rated as well. And I do want to keep Salamakers in the team because I think he's actually a decent player. And he's I've always liked him on FIFA. Something about him, I always like to use him on FIFA. So I think it would be good in this Chrome mode for us. So we're going to go into this deal for David Neres, bring him into the San Siro, and try to get Messias Jr. as part of the deal going either way. Okay, so here we are, the first Serie A game of the season up against Bologna here, and as you can see, we are going to try out this formation. David Neres is going to make his debut from the bench. Let's get into this one up against Bologna, hopefully start the season off with a win, and see if this formation works. If it doesn't, we can switch to the 4-3-3 as I mentioned, and the Ketelaere is probably going to come on at the halfway point, depending on how Giroud is doing in terms of stamina and his performance. Let's get into this game and hopefully beat Bologna to start the season off as in the best way possible. The top here, it's getting good here. Arnautovic is in behind. Marko Arnautovic now, West Ham striker. That's the things that work out from West Ham. There's Silvestri now. Morrow, and they're 1-0 up. Salah scored here. And I can tell I don't like these defensive tactics already because they're not pressing. That's one thing I can tell. They're just letting them have the ball there. The players weren't pressing up. That's one thing we need to change. Probably the 4 at the back would be better. But I want to test out this formation for at least a half time. As you can see, no one really presses them and they get an easy chance to score. Dominguez. Good defender from Thiago there. Now they are. Can he hold up playing final football? Yes, he can. Rafael Leao now. Rafael Leao. Can he find a finish? Rafael Leao, yes, he does. 12 minutes in, we equalise. And Rafael Leao gets his first goal of the season. And I think we are going to switch to the 4-3-3 for our next game because this formation already, I can see problems it's going to arise against the bigger teams. The fact that Bologna already have scored against us is not a good sign when we come against lots of Inter Milan, Juventus, Roma, etc. It's a great finish by Leao, and we're back level in this game. Oh no, why is he just so in behind? Oh, of course it's gone in, man. It's into Leao now. Rafael Leao gets in behind Leao now to make it 2-2. But the keeper saves it. And Tonali in the corner. Tonali's good at corners. Can he find Olivier Giroud? Yes, he can, and it's now 2-2. We're going to switch at half. No, but I don't think we're going to switch at half time. I might do. But this formation doesn't work, I can already tell you. Our defence is awful in this formation. As you see, they just walked in behind my defence twice in a row and scored goals. But luckily we managed to get 2 goals of ourselves. And from a great finish from Rafael Leao, a great corner by Tonali, headed in by Olivier Giroud. Tonali into Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz now. Feeds it through to Olivier Giroud. But the keeper makes a save now from the corner. Tonali, can you find Giroud for a second time here? Puts it in. It's a good corner. Can Giroud win the header? Yes, he can. And it's into the back of the net. And Olivier Giroud has got 2 goals in this game. And that's one thing Giroud is very good at corners. That's one thing Giroud is going to be incredible for us at winning headers. But I think just in the overall play of the game, I mean, he did get the assist for Rafael Leao, so right now it's proven not to be an issue. Our attack is never going to be an issue in this Chrome. It's our defence that I think is going to suffer for a little bit. With this threat about when we switch to the 4-back for our next game, I think we're going to be more solidified and harder to beat.
And they will make the change now.
We made 2 substitutions, brought on Ketela up front, and we've also brought on David Neres, make his debut off the bench. Connor whipped it. How has that gone in? How in the world has that gone in? What is this, man? Let's watch it from this angle. Look what I have to deal with, man. What is McMahon doing there to begin with? Like, what type of goalkeeping is that? Like, what is that? That's a curse to me right there. And then Kalulu literally moves out the position where he could just stay there and clear it. That's all he has to do, stay there and clear it. But he moves out the way, blocks Magnon, and it still finds its way into the back of the net. Brahim Diaz throws it to Ketela to shoot and make it 4-3. There we go. His first involvement in the game, and he scores to make it 4-3 here. It's not the game I wanted to start the season. It's proved that the 3-at-the-back formation doesn't work, and that we're just sweetest to score against with this formation and this defensive partnership we have with Kalulu, Thiaw and Tomori. We're going to switch it to probably Kalulu and Tomori for the first team. And Ketela, good finish there, good work from Brahim Diaz, and we're back in the lead here. Let's just hope we don't concede any more goals, because this is an awful defensive performance. Brahim Diaz now. It's good work from him. Brahim Diaz back here. And the shot taken from range by Tonali. And that was absolutely incredible from Sandro Tonali. I did not expect him to score. I thought, you know what, I've got to try it. I've got to try to develop a attempt. The pass was meant for the Ketela. Okay, that's okay. You have to put an epilepsy warning in that. But it's a great finish for Tonali. And we're 5-3 up in this game. There they are now. Rafael Leao, good hold up play. Okay, not sure why I tried to backkill that. Okay, I tried to. In behind again here. Arnautovic shoots and scores. Why does one defender just sit and watch? You know what I mean? Like, 2 other defenders will step up and try to get the ball. The other defender will just watch in this formation. It's so weird. Like, look. It's a 5-4 game, man. Here, Wammy now. Clearly that's yours. There we go. Neres now hasn't really had any involvement since coming on. This is the way the game's gone. Neres now. His first involvement, can he get the ball into the eye? Yes, he can. That's incredible. You better score. There we go. That's the football I want to be playing with this team. Free-flowing, nice football. That's the football I want to bring. That's why I brought in a player like David Neres, a skillful player who's very technical and agile and pretty good at shooting and passing, to be honest. It's a pretty... What is going on with the stadium, man? I'm going to skip that.
looking to get the shot away.
Just why did the AI defenders just sit and watch them? Like, you could have put a block there. A defender there from Tomori. Okay, Arnautovic somehow won it back. Can we just get this out, please? Can we just keep the ball? Magnon, you could have caught that. Okay, I've tried to pass it to Magnon. I've literally aimed that pass at Magnon. This game has been just... get me out of it, man. Just get me out of this stadium. Okay, well, the second game of the season up against Spezia here, and we are never going to touch that other formation ever again. I might just delete the team sheet and change it to something else. And we're going to play it with 4-3-3 here with Ketelaar up front. And Kalulu and Tomori as the two centre-backs. Hopefully Kalulu can play better than he did in that last game. He played alright, but he didn't really impress. And we are going to give Salamakers another chance to impress here. And we're going to bring David Neres off on the bench again. Let's get into the game against Spezia and hopefully get our second win of the season. Hopefully it isn't a weird game like last one was. Hopefully this is just a straightforward victory for us.
Accompanied by my broadcasting
And they are now.
And we're focusing on live action from Italy's top
Now driving forward the ball here.
How's it going to go,
Spawn into Tonali. Now Benacer. Ketelaar. First strike of the game. Dragowski saves. Haven't got a shooting opportunity there though. So we're going to get it back to the Al. So Tonali would have overlapped there. So we can get it back to the Al here. Now cuts inside. Can he find the finish? Somehow he hasn't. And somehow we haven't scored there. It's more of a good win there. Now Leao, power strike, and it's into the back of the net. I haven't scored one of them in a while, but Rafael Leao here scores one. He gets left completely wide open. Just puts everything behind it here. Aims to the bottom right hand corner. The defender kind of opens it up. And Dragowski couldn't quite get there in time and get anything on it, but I think if he got a touch on it, it would have still found the back of the net. Okay, Leao now. We find a free one to Tonali. Tonali now. Ketelaar, they find the finishing with 2-0 up here. That's one thing I've said about this team. Going forward, we are going to be an incredible team, but defensively I think that's where we're going to struggle, because of this way this game is. We just scored. I mean, you're almost vulnerable when you just scored, but you're also vulnerable when you just conceded. A lack of belief and a lack of confidence led to that mistake defensively, and Ketelaar grabs this goal here and puts the 2-0 up. Calabria love that from him. Ketelaar now. Tonali. Looking for Brahim Diaz. Can Brahim Diaz hold up the defenders for long enough? As he can, gets it into Salamakers now. Can Salamakers get himself a goal? Dragowski again misses a save. Especially defence is completely wide open, but defenders caught up and got the ball off Brahim there. No, I didn't want me to step up there with Kalulu. Oh no, we can see there, aren't we? I feel it. No, we're not, because Tomori is going to make an absolutely incredible defensive challenge. But of course, he doesn't get there to keep it in play. In the corner now, Verde whips it in. Set it away by Teo Hernandez. Can we get there to that? No, we can't. Not sure how. Calabria now. Let's get it out. There we go. Kwame now. Plays the ball through. Magnon, good save. Leao. Oh, the hero 2 fits finally worked out. Leao into the Ketelaar to get his second, but Dragowski again denies him. We're going to go short this time. Benacer puts it in. I'm not sure why the Ketelaar didn't challenge for that. Okay, Leao's been absolutely wiped out there, and apparently it's a free kick because of handball to them.
And they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move.
Ibrahim now. Rafael Leao drags it back, shoots, and somehow it's found its way into the back of the net. And Rafael Leao is not going to get another goal. It's going to go down as an own goal. Dragowski, there's too much behind the shot from Rafael Leao, and Dragowski can't stop it from going in. Calabria, okay. There we go. Salamakers feeds it through to his fellow Belgian. Ketelaar now. Over here to Brahim, and we're following it up here. This is something else in terms of, like, I mean, it's Spezia. They are one of the worst teams in Serie A. You would expect us to beat them quite comfortably. And obviously they have gone extremely high price, and they do play free at the back themselves. As you can see, free at the back in this FIFA just doesn't work. It's too easy to break down. You can easily get in behind them. And we're 4-0 up here at home at the San Siro. And looks like we're going to go 2 for 2 in terms of wins. And we're going to score a hat full of goals in this episode. Because we scored, I believe, like 10 goals now in 2 games. Let's make the run. Okay, that is not the pass I wanted into the hour. Raheem Diaz now. Never sets it down to the Ketelaar, who tried to place it into the far corner to keep, catch the Grauska offside, not offside, off guard. He ends up saving it anyway. The Ketelaar now need to work on this jumping. That's one set that you need to win headers on corners. You need your player to have a higher jumping stat. Yeah, now it's into Ketelaar. The Ketelaar now into Brahim. Brahim now over to Neres. Neres gets lucky. Neres, can he find the finish? Yes, he can't. No, he can't. I thought it was going in. Okay. Spezia playing the ball around now quite nicely. Wanted to get that ball. Good work there. I think that was Kalulu that time. It's a shot, but Raheem overran that. Start of the season. A pretty easy start to the season. I've only been game against Bologna, which was just a weird one. Okay, what is going on there? I thought I switched player, but apparently I didn't. Teo Hernandez is here again. He's been absolutely incredible defensively. And going forward when he has done going forward. They are now. Just waiting for the time to play the ball. There it is. The Ketelaar. That's an incredible finish. That is an incredible finish by the Ketelaar. That is composure at its finest. He didn't put a lot of power behind it. He just got onto it and just placed it. Look at that. It's a great ball. He gets onto it and just places it into the far corner. That is a world-class striker's finish. Into the owl. Ketelaar is on for a hat-trick here, so we are going to try to get it to him. It's Ketelaar. He should have had a hat-trick in this game, the Ketelaar, but unfortunately, the guys has denied him so far.
Well, Milan have been dominant in every department. Just look how many
For him
chances
now.
they've created. They've been excellent today.
Ketelaar now over to David Neres. Neres now cuts inside with the Lacquer Ketelaar, bends it into the far corner, but the Grauska makes a save. Ball played in behind there, but Tamor is there. Not Ante Rebic. First involvement. Ante Rebic now. He's got pace. He's got good ability. Ante Rebic. He can shoot as well. Ante Rebic. Nah, going forward we are incredible. Like, this has been an incredible start to this. Like, going forward you usually have a little bit of issues. Usually your players aren't fully match fit, so they don't convert every single chance. But in this scrum so far, our players have been clinical. Rebic has had one shot in the scrum and scored it. And it's an incredible finish. Let's look at that. Adley now. Hoping Neres going to rate the run, but Neres goes inside, finds the finish, no he doesn't. Neres has been so unlucky in this game. The fact he hasn't scored, the fact the Ketelaar has not got a hat-trick is a shame, but everything can't go your way. David Neres now from range. David Neres. Ketelaar hat-trick, surely. There we go. It's 7-0. I actually cannot believe this, you know. I actually really can't believe this. Let's say now. David Neres gets off his goal. David Neres, good challenge. I was hoping I was going to actually play it over. It's a 7-0 victory against Spezia. 7-0. The Ketelaar hat-trick. What a performance. Okay, we are going to end the episode. As you can see, we still have 40 million left in our budget. We are still in the transfer window, so we could make a signing if needs be. And the only player I'm thinking about possibly replacing is Kalulu in the first team. So don't mind keeping him in the first team and then obviously developing him over time because he's only 22. He will become a great player for us. But the way I think, what I'm thinking about doing is keeping him in the second team, partnering him up with Tiao and selling Simon Kier because he's gone down in over already. He's 33 years old. He's not the fastest defender. And it's worth about 50 million, so we would have 55 million to bring in a player to be our first team centre back. And I've got a couple of options listed down already on the transfer hub because I don't want to sign I can see we're going to learn like Gabia to Schalke. Got a couple of options there. As you can see, there's a bunch of other players. Now, Pavard has left. He's gone to Chelsea, so he's not an option right now. Got a couple of younger players who could be an option for the second team if you want to keep Kalulu in the first team. That is an option like Capola, Danilo, Okoli, and Scalvini, and that's Zima as well. In terms of first team players, Lacroix would be a great player. Vitti, another young talent, would be a great player for us. Jean-Claire Dictibo, his defensive partnership defensive partner at Tadibo, we got Nuhan Perez, the former Atletico Madrid centre back, could be a decent option for us here. And David Hansko here could be a great player, the Slovakian. I think he's my favourite of the signings. 24 years old. We know how good he is in FIFA. He's a very good defender in real life. And he watched Chinese sports career mode over on his second channel on Leicester. You know how good this man is in the air. I think that's one thing that would be very good for us. David Hansko being 6'2", got very good jumping stats. He's a fast defender. And he's not too expensive. Would cost us 30 million, so have to pay his release scores. Mavro Panos could be a good option if you watch my Stuttgart rebuild. You know how good he is. And Arthur Fiete here is another player that we could bring in to be our first team defender. You want someone who's not really a proven defender, who's I believe he's like 75 or 76 rated, so it would be more of a development player. Same with like all these players are like below 80 already. I think the closest player to 80 is Hansko. I don't want to bring in a ready-made player. Obviously, the Cry is also an option if I've not mentioned them already. But yeah, let me know in the comments below at them who we should sign. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Let's quickly look at the standings. You can see that's where we are. We scored 13 goals and we conceded 5. That's obviously because the game against Bologna where we conceded 5. But our next games are Empoli in the league, and we're going to start the Champions League. We have Chelsea first in the group stage. And yeah, next episode we'll make a signing depending on what you guys say below. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications, don't miss the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.